Oh, hi, new friend.
Hey there, I'm here with Phil Therien, the lead designer on possibly the most sweariest VR game at Gamescom. It's Deadpool VR. Hey Phil, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yes, could you give us a brief overview of Deadpool VR?
So Deadpool VR is an action game that mixes range combat with melee, explosives, sometimes even your own limbs. It's a really fun game. We have Deadpool who basically gets involved with Mojo, the ruler of Mojo World. Now Deadpool, not so great at reading the fine line on his contract, so he ends up going after a bunch of really cool villains. We've got Omega Red, Lady Deathstrike, we got Mephisto, all sorts of other cool characters we haven't seen yet, even Omega Red. We're gonna go to cool places. We go to Mojo World, which I don't think people have went to a whole lot. We go to Simcaria, we go to the Spirit of Xandar. We have a bunch of cool places to go to. So Deadpool puts all that together into an amazing VR experience.
Awesome. Now Deadpool is known as one of the most X-rated Marvel characters around. A lot of that is to do with his love of violence. How violent can you get in Deadpool VR?
So Deadpool can be as violent as you're creative. And really the game is made so that it rewards your creativity. Now we have rewards in the game. We have Mojo Bucks that you can get if you're performing really well when you complete combats. We want you to be creative. So really you can throw swords, you can throw guns. Now this is Deadpool also. Somebody comes at you, cuts off your arm. What do? You grab your arm, throw it at people. So there's a little bit of gore, but it's kind of a funny cartoon gore, and it's really based off of the creativity in combat. So it's fun, it's satisfying, but it's not so overwhelming. You're like, whoa, take a minute, you know. It's actually really, really fun.
Cool. Now, I've seen a snippet in one of the trailers of Deadpool pushing an enemy's face into some helicopter blades. Do you have like a favorite or most comical finisher move or anything that you can pull off?
So I think it's really contextual. If there's an enemy on a bridge, for example, for me it's grapple gun, throw him off the ledge. I always think of that Indiana Jones moment where the guy comes at him with the swords and he just pulls his gun out. To me, that's how I play Deadpool. The more threatening the enemy is and the more I can sort of embarrass his abilities with what I'm doing, I'll do that. And there's a ton of those. We have a ton of custom animations. We have a big enemy in the game. You slide under his legs, get your swords out, you can completely open up his belly. I love that stuff. So I don't have one favorite, it's just contextually favorite. There's a ton.
When you slide underneath his legs, can you also open up his undercarriage? Is that an option?
Yeah, actually, it actually is. Yeah, absolutely. That is one thing that we have in the game.
Excellent. I'm looking forward to doing that then. Now, I'll be doing that with one of Deadpool's signature weapons, his swords. He's also got 2 signature pistols. How does the swordplay work in Deadpool VR?
So the swords can block blows if you cross them together. You can also throw them. You can swing at enemies, and then you can also combine your swords with some of your traversal. So you can jump up in the air, dive down at enemies, you can slide on the ground, stab up with your swords. They are a very, very functional weapons. Personally, I like using them as ranged weapons. If there's somebody really far up on a ledge, I like to throw swords, and then as they're dying, I'll just grapple them down just to really drive the point home that I got them. They're very flexible weapons. Same thing with your guns. Your guns also, you want to reload them quickly, throw them at people, get them back in your hands. That's how we reload in Deadpool.
Awesome. Now with the swords in particular, when you're chopping your enemies, are there points of contact on the body? Can you take limbs off, head off, that kind of thing?
So you're going to see sometimes in the game there's an icon that shows up above the enemy's heads. That means it's time to do a finisher on them. Right. How you hit them with the swords will create different forms of dismemberment. So you can go after their legs, their arms, their heads. Sometimes you can cut them in half. We have all sorts of crazy things you can do.
Awesome. And now it's not just the swords and the pistols you can use. You've mentioned other weapons as well, but I have a feeling there are some very creative weaponry in the game.
Absolutely. Now, enemies' limbs are also a weapon. So if you're clever about dismembering an enemy, let's say you get a claw from some enemy, you could grab that and use that as a weapon. That is 100% a thing. Sometimes it could be mechanical parts from something, it could be viscera. We have all sorts of interesting things. And it's their body or your own. Really, when I say the game is creative, we mean that across the board.
Okay, and I think I saw a glimpse of maybe Thor's hammer or something that looks similar in the gameplay trailer.
You saw a hammer, a very big hammer that was very effective. Now, Mojo understands that people like a good spectacle, so sometimes he introduces weapons that probably look really familiar to people. You might have seen a set of cards that may have been used by a Cajun person that may have been seen in some other things. I'm not saying who, but we definitely have that and some other ones as well.
Okay, so you're saying there are going to be plenty of Easter eggs in this game.
Oh, absolutely. I think people are going to want to go around and look at everything, read everything, listen to Deadpool. The game is chock full of really cool Marvel Easter eggs.
Awesome. And it's also chock full of lots of movement. Deadpool can be seen jumping and skidding, sliding around. I take it that means there's going to be no teleportation to move in this game, like the recent Batman game. Will there be comfort settings, though, for people who are a bit less used to VR?
So obviously we want everybody to really enjoy the game, so we have a lot of comfort options. We have the ability to add vignetting, you can use snap turn, which you can control by yourself. We also have the ability to control whether you're moving where you're looking or with your stick. All of that comes in presets, or you can customize specifically what you want if you know exactly what you need. So really the goal for us is to leverage 5 games worth of VR experience into something that's so comfortable that everybody can enjoy Deadpool.
Great. Now, Deadpool is very well known for his fourth wall breaking, but in this game you're playing as Deadpool, so I presume there's going to be fourth wall breaking in there, but how would that work if you are Deadpool?
So you have to stay with me here.
Okay.
Deadpool, obviously, he understands he's in a game. He knows that you're playing him in the game, and he knows that we made the game. So you're going to have Deadpool who sometimes talk to other characters because he's in the game. Sometimes he talks to the player. He'll be like, hey, player, stop killing me. Like, do this different. Or he might be, hey, game developers, I don't like this. This is unfair. You should give me something for finishing at level. So it's really fun because Deadpool's a perfect character for having that sort of setup. All of that really led to Deadpool being one of the best heroes you can put in a VR helmet, really.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, Deadpool has actually been he's featured in around 8 games before, always voiced by Nolan North. This time he's voiced by Neil Patrick Harris. What has Neil brought to the role that maybe is different or just, embodies the Deadpool persona?
Right. So when we started talking about doing Deadpool, we wanted to have something really unique. We wanted to have our own spin, our own story, our own character. So it needed to feel familiar, but also be absolutely unique. So our choice to go with Neil Patrick Harris was to get that combination of factors, something that people will go, it feels familiar, but hey, this is a unique spin. You can tell we're more influenced by the comic books. That's on purpose. That's where we come from. That's our source, but we're very, very unique. And I think Neil's doing a great job. I still laugh every day at the lines that he's reading. It's just amazing.
Are there any moments where Neil Patrick Harris Deadpool references Nolan North Deadpool?
So I will say this much. Neil Patrick Harris has broad pop culture knowledge, and he definitely leverages that in the game.
Okay, fair enough. Now, finally, Deadpool VR is coming exclusively to the Meta Quest 3 and 3S. What makes it unable to run on previous Quest headsets?
So really, to make a game of the size and quality that Deadpool is, we needed to be on the latest hardware. So going with the Quest 3 and 3S was really the only choice for us. We're really trying to show people the absolutely great capacities of the headset, and that's just the choice that we made at the beginning. It was the right choice, I think.
Awesome. So why should Deadpool fans be super looking forward to Deadpool VR?
So not just Deadpool fans, but people that like VR games or people that just like good games with good action and good story. It's a game that is made to be comfortable for everybody. It's got a great story. It's got replayability. It's got amazing action and gameplay. There's something for everybody. So really the key thing here is whether you're new at VR, you've played VR before, or you're just somebody that likes good games, Deadpool is for you.
Awesome. And do you have a release date yet?
November 18th.
November 18th. Well,
this year.
Oh, this year?
This year.
Well, I am dead excited to try it out. So, for more about Deadpool VR, stick with us here at IGN.